hello. I had something in my eye. Hi! It's been a minute. It's been a while. Hello. Welcome to stream. Is throwing not working again? This dang ass program. It's up there. I don't know what the deal is. Hi Jake, welcome in. Hello. Hi Bella. Goddess of T-posing, that's a good one. No, I love it. It's great. Oh man, I'm not sure what's up with throwing. I bet it's gonna do that thing that it did that one time where it just throws a bunch of stuff at me with all the redeems randomly in the middle of the friggin' stream. I'm sorry. You can refund yourself your points if you want. I think you have the power to do so. T-pose too tiring, A-pose getting rise up. Is that just like, is that standing there with your feet slightly apart? Is that what A-posing is? The L pose? I think I like the I pose, which is just laying flat on probably my bed. I was gonna say the floor, but that doesn't sound very comfortable. Anyway, hi, welcome in. We did a few streams a couple weeks ago, and then I got sick for like a week, and my voice was shoddy, and it hurt to talk for a while. So I thought I'd just take a week off. Sorry about that. But we're back now. Hello. I'm for the E pose, the fetal position. Hell yeah. A posing with the arms aimed more downwards makes for better shoulder deforms, or so I've heard. Interesting. Hope you're feeling better. I am now. Thank you so much. I am feeling much better now. I'm pretty much out of the woods. I don't think I'm really sick at all anymore. So, yippee! I feel much better. So today I've had this idea for a while, and I don't know. I had to think about it, I guess. I'm gonna rate Marvel Rivals characters based on how scared I am personally to play against them. How much I do not want them to be on the enemy team in mostly in ranked games, because in quick play it's kind of whatever, you know. But like ranked is where shit gets serious. Yeah. But you're feeling better, thank you! Thank you, Drake. I am also glad that I am feeling better. So I think we got everybody here. You guys can see my cursor, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Blah, 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 blah. Of course it's purple. I don't know if that really comes through on stream, but of course my cursor is purple. Yeah, we got the new people here. And so let me explain my tiers for you here, okay? I hope those are readable on stream. I kind of tested it out before and they seemed okay. So we have, Mom, can you pick me up? This is my absolutely not tier. I am so scared if I see this on the other team. I just want to give up then and there. Like, I don't even want to play the game anymore. No, please. This is less like I'm scared and more just like I would really prefer not. Like, this would maybe be like after, because you only get 2 bans per team in ranked games. So this would probably be like if we got a 3rd ban, this would maybe be like my 3rd ban. I'm not necessarily scared, I just like really don't want to deal with it. Mostly just annoying, that's pretty self-explanatory. Not really scared, just kind of annoying and maybe pulls you away from your team too much. Only scary if they're good, also kind of self-explanatory. Just, I don't know. Only scary if they're good. There are some heroes in this list for sure that, can be very, very terrifying if they're played by a good player, but are not scary at all if the person does not know what they're doing. And then we have Must Have Been the Wind, which is, I don't care. I don't care. I can take it or leave it. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. So yeah. I have something in my right eye. Ugh. Sorry. I feel like I should throw out a little disclaimer before we start this. This is all 100% just like literally my own personal preferences and opinion. Where I rate your character does not say anything about how, well, your character, I say. Where I rate, like, if you happen to main this character, it doesn't say anything about, like, the character's, I don't know, what is it, goodness, their viability, or how good of a character they are. This is literally just my personal opinion. This is me saying, I don't like playing against this character. That's it. That's all. A personal opinion on a tier list? The audacity. How dare I? How dare I have opinions? No one is allowed to have opinions in my stream. No, I'm kidding. Please, don't clip that and take it out of context. I am 100% kidding. So yeah, this is all in good fun. Whatever. Hey, Retro, what's up? Hello, how's it going? How's it going? We're doing a rivals tier list today. Clip it! No, please don't! Oh god, what have I done? No! Oh god. I'm in trouble now. Can't wait to see my main or 2 mains. Oh boy, where will I put them? Also, I feel like I need to disclose this. I feel like everybody knows this already. I'm a Squirrel Girl main, so most of these will probably just be Toxic! Thank you for the 27-month resub! Thank you! I lurk, have a good stream. Thank you! Have a good lurk. Have a good evening, whatever you may end up doing. Thank you so much for the resub. So am I? Hell yeah! Squirrel Girl mains, rise up! Yeah, being a Squirrel Girl main, like, most of these opinions will probably be, like, just from the eyes of a Squirrel player. Meaning that, like, hello, music? Oh, there it is. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what the fuck is happening. These will probably just be, like, if I say, like, oh, this character is easy to counter, I probably mean with Squirrel Girl specifically. Unless I say otherwise. Magic and recently Squirrel Girl. I want to learn how to play Magic so bad, but I am not great with dive characters yet. I gotta figure out dive characters. But Magic is like on the top of my list to learn how to play. Daddy said you remember me, but I don't know if you all watched the live stream. Yeah, I know who you are, Mr. Team iButt. Hell yeah! I know you! And your team. I know I keep saying this, but I really gotta play more Rivals because my main so far is Punisher or Penny. I've played Punisher a total time of once, and that was yesterday when we were just fucking around in between rank games. I'll teach you Magic. Oh, I will so totally take you up on that offer for sure. I would love to learn how to play her. My 64 hours on her won't go to waste. Hell yeah! Awesome! I'm excited. I was apparently a beast with Squirrel Girl? Yeah! I was actually really surprised to see a Squirrel Girl main in the tournament. I feel like they're, I don't know, somewhat rare. Sorta. Anyway, alright. Let's do this. So I guess we're starting with Cap. Cap? Cap is mostly, I feel like I already knew where I was gonna put him. I think Cap is mostly just annoying. In most cases, I don't know that I've ever come across like a really, really, really good Cap. Most of the time, what they're really good at is just being annoying, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. I guess... Yeah, no, I think he belongs in, just mostly annoying. He's really good, I mean, he's really good at just running in there. Cap's just like, hey, I'm here, I'm in your face. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, okay, bro, you're here now. Get out. Like, you're not even doing anything. You're just in my way. Like, you're in the... I'm trying to heal my teammates. I'm trying to, like, throw shit at people. You're just in my way. 9 times out of 10, just ignore Cap and he goes away. Exactly, yeah. That's the strat. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Just be like, fucking get out of my face. Leave. Go home. He'll go home eventually. Or die. Or he'll yell, assemble! And then nothing will happen. I genuinely, I feel like most people don't know what his ultimate even does because, like, you're supposed to stand in it, right? You're supposed, like, as his teammate, you're supposed to stand in it and it gives you, like, a damage boost or something. I don't even really know what it does, honestly. But yeah. Ult adjusts himself. It gives overshield to his teammates. Oh, okay, that's what it does. Yeah. I feel like people don't know that, because I never see... Because, like, when a Cloak and Dagger ults, right? Everybody, like, groups up in their ultimate. But when a Cap ults, it's just kind of like, okay, buddy. And a speed boost and a slight heal? Is it, like, a really tiny Cloak and Dagger / Mantis ult? Is it really? Basically just another support ult. So I see Catmates do is yell assemble, but not do a single thing. Yeah, exactly. It gets annoying after a while. I will say though, in the Clone Rumble mode that they had for a couple weekends, it was really, really, really fun to go in there as all caps and just run around throwing shields at people and just like every other second you just hear assemble, assemble. That specifically was really fun, but yeah. On the enemy team, if I see a cap, I'm just like, geez, alright, this is gonna be stupid. Doctor Strange. I feel like I'm not too scared of Strange, like, his normal abilities. The one thing that scares me with him is his ultimate, because that can cause some problems, for sure. However, his ultimate does need, like, I guess coordination with his team. Because, you know, he does a little bit of damage, but it mostly just stuns. So you need, like, another big ultimate, or you need your team to, like, focus, you know, people to really actually kill them. And if the Doctor Strange doesn't do that, then his ult doesn't really matter. I literally picked up Squirrel Girl, I think, 2 weeks before the tourney. That's what I did with Namor, actually. I picked up Namor literally a week before this last tournament. And he's, I'd call him one of my mains at this point. I have a lot of fun with Namor. Yeah. Strange, I think I'm gonna put in, I don't really find him annoying, so I think I might just put him in no please, purely for his ultimate. If he ults with his passive at like 75, then he hits someone once and pops his AoE damage, he can do so much damage. That's fair. That's mostly just to like one person, right? Because I feel like it would be hard to kill an entire team with his ult unless you have other ults active. Or unless everybody was already at like 1 health. Got hit mid-air while jumping on Squirrel Girl. We watch replays and it doesn't hit? Or at least the animation? Oh, you mean with Strange's ult? Yeah, there are definitely times when I jump to avoid lots of things, actually, but I know what you're talking about with Strange's ult. I definitely jump as Squirrel Girl to avoid it sometimes, and I feel like it shouldn't be hitting me. You need to combo it? Yeah, for sure. You definitely need another ult for it. He do be one-shotting me every time. It's my freeze on his ult. If the enemy is grouped, it could wipe the entire backline. It's so inconsistent because of the green circle. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But his ult can be pretty dangerous, so I think I'm gonna put him in the no please tier. Also because his shield, his ginormous fucking shield, but like as a Squirrel Girl main, you just kind of spam that thing and it goes away pretty easily. His damage hits twice if he hits the person and their soul. Oh, so it's like, what's the other ability that does, Mantis's Sleep? Where you can like knock people out of the sleep if you hit the little Mantis soul behind them. That's interesting. Magic's Demon has its own hitbox, so you can use it for cover. Yeah! If you like go through a doorway with, and put the demon out, people like can't, well, they can't go through it without getting damaged. Groot. I'm gonna put Groot in mostly just annoying. Another character that I'm not scared of in and of itself, just Groot walls are so annoying, and it sucks because even playing with a Groot on your team gets really fucking annoying because of the fucking walls. Like, especially if you're playing support, it makes it so hard to hit your teammates when Groot's just putting up walls willy-nilly for no reason. Cap's ult does give bonus health and a movement speed boost. Interesting. Good to know. Yeah, and so I think we played a couple ranked games last night where there were Groots on both teams, and those walls were just, they were everywhere all the time, and I wanted to scream. It was super annoying. But like, other than the walls, I mean, Groot's ult is pretty, like, it can, whoops, I scrolled a little bit, didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. Can I not get back to where I was now? That's fine. We don't need to see the bottom row of people yet. What was I saying? Oh, his ult. His ult can get bad because it's, you know, it's a big group up, and if another teammate has another ult ready, or, you know, your team can coordinate. It's kind of like Strange's ult. You just gotta coordinate, but yeah, mostly just annoying because of the walls. The Groot walls up everyone and have the support, exactly. Support sucks with a Groot on either team. Hulk! Mr. Bruce Banner. I think I'm gonna have to put Hulk. Maybe I need another tier between these two, or like between these two. I think I'm gonna have to put Hulk in the only scary if they're good tier. Mostly because, oh man, there's a meme that says exactly what I want to say, but I'd have to go like find it. Just because of the whole, like, he has to ult, and then ult again, and then ult fucking again, and he's kind of like Cap, right? He kind of jumps in and just like kind of smacks you in the face and then leaves. His team up with, I think, Iron Man. Is it Iron Man that he gets the really high damage team up with? That could be scary sometimes, but like only in that specific situation. And I feel like if we went through like every specific team up and every specific situation that could happen, that would be like a whole different tier list. So I'm kind of just taking everybody at like face value here. Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Strange has to be part of it too. Yeah, so that's only if it's those three on a team, which I don't think really happens a whole lot. But yeah, I can't say that like I ever see a a Hulk on the other team and I'm like, oh no, it doesn't really happen. I don't know. It doesn't have to be Hulk empowers Iron Man and, oh, okay, I see, gotcha. Gotcha. Mag! Mr. Magneto. I think I'm gonna have, I'm gonna put Mag in no please, I think, because his damage isn't necessarily great. Like, he doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but just the shields make him harder to hit, and also his ult, the fact that it can kill, like a Luna or a Mantis in their ult is really annoying. Because, or even a Sue, I think. He can even kill Invisible Woman in her ult. That gets scary, because then you can just straight up lose your support ult and then everybody dies. His ultimate is so complicated. It requires so much, like, precise timing and charge up and math. It's so dumb. It's really dumb. I will play Mag if I have to tank. I can Mag, but like, I'm not good at it. I can throw a shield on you. I can throw a shield on myself. I can shoot his fucking, I don't even know what it's called. It's L1 on controller. I don't know what it is on keyboard. I can shoot that out and use it effectively. But yeah, when it comes to ulting, I'm not great at Mag ult. Penny. Miss Penny Parker. Yeah, I'm gonna... I have a feeling this tier right here is gonna be the biggest. I'm gonna put her mostly just annoying. She doesn't really do a whole lot outside of just her mines. And also her mines will very quickly kill a Squirrel Girl if they're all over the place, which they often are because that's what she does. Yeah, and it's really annoying to just like be walking to point. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Walking to point or like something, trying to go save teammates, and you just step out of mine and die, because those are just everywhere. Good Penny who can hide her mines and stun you well are a pain, yeah. Yeah, it can definitely get annoying for sure, but I don't know. It's kind of another situation where I don't think I've ever seen a Penny on the enemy team and been like, oh no. It's just kind of like, man, now I gotta deal with this shit. I do like playing Penny though. Penny is another tank that I can do pretty well. For the most part anyway. Thor? Thor's another dive tank. I think I get real scared of Thor's ultimate sometimes. But I also feel like sometimes it'll just totally obliterate you and sometimes it does absolutely nothing. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's situational, you know? I don't know where I want to put Thor. I think we'll put them in only scary if they're good, because I feel like there are some really good Thors out there who know how to dive and get in your face and be annoying, much like Cap, but like much unlike Cap, when they are in your face and annoying, they then do damage, which is bad. And like I said, his ult scares me. But like I've also played against Thors where it's just kind of like he like people do kind of treat him as Cap sometimes. Like he just like he'll just kind of run in and then run back out and it's like, okay, cool. Thor does so much damage. He absolutely does. And if you play him correctly, like you can fuck people up for sure. But there are like I said, I've definitely run into Thors where it's just like, bro, that's not how this works. you gotta do something. You can't just get in my face and leave. Venom. Venom is another tank I can do. I think I'm gonna put him in mostly just annoying. I feel like he is another one that's kind of like, I know he's a dive tank, so this is what dive tanks are supposed to do, right? They're supposed to go in, be annoying, do damage, and get out. Now I'm conflicted. I don't know that I've ever truly run into like a good Venom. Like, holy shit, that guy's a good Venom, you know? It's usually just like, oh god, it's Venom. Here he comes with his tentacles, his tendrils. I don't know. His pointy stuff. Back with a burger? Nice. I hope it's delicious. It's a rare one, but they're there. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's gotta be a really good every one of these guys out there for sure. But I don't know, most of the time I feel like it's just kind of like, okay. Hi Venom, bye Venom. Hey Eudora, what's up? How's it going? Hello, hello. Alright, we got Black Panther. I'm gonna put him in only scary if they're good. Thank you. Thank you for the big og. This is another one of those where there are some absolutely terrifying Black Panthers out there. I hate I hate running into a good Black Panther because they're so hard to hit because they're so tiny and they're just running all the fuck over the place. And it's the worst, and they know how to use their ultimate correctly and stuff. But I've also run into some Black Panthers where it's just kind of like, what are you doing? You don't know how to play the character right. I'm eating my fries with vanilla peanut butter banana shake. Nice, that sounds really good. You gotta dip the fries in the shake. That's what makes it the best. Yeah. If it weren't for the multitude of Black Panther players that I've run into that are not good, I would probably put him up here, honestly. Like, a good Black Panther player makes me want to put him up here, but the bad ones kind of lower him down a lot. Black Panther's the one ult I do not fear. It's so specific and, like, hard to get right, because it requires follow-up. And yeah, I don't usually fear it unless the player is good. Black Panther when on our team versus Black Panther. Exactly! It always happens, right? You always get the shitty one, and then the one on the other team is like top 500 or some shit. I've done that with a Frosty at Wendy's and I get the hype. Yo! French fries in ice cream is the best, and I will not hear otherwise. Hey, Ryanonymous, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Black Widow! This is gonna be our first must have been the win, friends. There she is, the first one in the category. Converse to what this tier list is supposed to be about. Anytime I see a Black Widow on my team, I immediately just go, oh god. This is gonna suck, we're gonna fucking lose. I'm sorry, that's really toxic. I'm sorry. But like, ugh. I've never seen anyone play her. Yeah, she doesn't really get played that often, but when she does, it's just... So, the thing about her is, she can't insta-kill with a headshot. Even if she has a damage boost, her headshots still leave, like, one HP. Like, you can't kill anyone unless you get, like, a pick-off. Be toxic monkey. Oh shit, you're turning blue? April Fools? You have me so convinced! I was so convinced! Welcome on in, Dawson. Hello, hello. Yeah. And then her ultimate is really easy to avoid, right? Like, it's just some stuff on the floor. Just don't go there. Don't do that. Don't step in it. You'll be fine. It'll be okay. Meow to me, you too! Hawkeye! Okay, so part of me wants to put him in this tier because I know some good Hawkeyes and I've played against some good Hawkeyes. However, I feel like all Hawkeyes are absolutely cracked, right? This is a character that if you play games like Valorant or what else? Just like other PvP type games and you're cracked at those games, and then like you moved to Marvel Rivals when it came out, this is a character that you fucking play and terrorize with everybody with. They're all scary. Apex? Yeah, stuff like that, for sure. I don't know that I've ever come across a Hawkeye that just wasn't absolutely fucking cracked. I fear all Hawkeyes. I see a Hawkeye in the enemy team and I just go, nope, I'm going back in the spawn. I want to sit back here. You guys can deal with that. Have fun. Me, when I pick him, you were doing pretty good at Hawkeye the few times that you were playing him the other day, I think. Plus, you use the bow. You use the bow all the time in Fortnite. Like, you gotta be a little bit good at him, right? I miss all my shots real good. I kind of want to try him out. I am not a good sniper, like, at all. So, I will refrain from picking up Hawkeye. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Dawson. Welcome on in the stream. Thank you. Also, he's purple, so that's cool. I think he literally has a voice line that's like, bet purple's not so funny now. And I'm just like, of course not. Purple's the best. But yeah, Hawkeye, I am terrified of Hawkeyes. Hella. I'm gonna put Hela in no please because I feel like it's kind of the same situation as Hawkeye, right? She requires really, really good aim. And because of that, she is like similar to Hawkeye. Like a lot of people that played stuff like Apex and Valorant and whatnot will pick her up. So you know they're cracked. And also her ult without the damage fall off, her everything without the damage fall off is just terrifying. However, her ult can easily be countered with pretty much any defensive support ult, for the most part. I think you can still counter it with a Mantis ult, I think. So, like, as long as you have a defensive support ult up, you're probably fine. But, yeah, otherwise, I really don't like playing against Helas. They kind of scare me. Much in the way that Hawkeye does, but I think I'd rather play against a Hela than a Hawkeye, so I will put her in no please. Iron Fist, I've been thinking about this one a lot, and I don't know where to put him, because when the game first came out, he was literally the worst. He was the stupidest, most broken character I think I've ever seen in any video game ever. Literally a menace, but they nerfed him a little bit, kinda. And now he's like, now he's okay to play against. Like, I think I'm gonna put him in mostly just annoying. Pre-nerf was busted, absolutely. I was actually watching some footage. I played back my very first ever rival stream the other day just to kind of like compare and like see what I've improved and like what else I still need to work on and stuff. And literally the entire stream, anytime an Iron Fist is like in our backline, we're all just like, oh, get him the fuck out of there. He's so stupid. This sucks. He's the worst. It happens multiple times. But I don't think he's as bad now. I still think he could definitely like do with a few more nerfs. But he's definitely like he's gotten easier to play against for sure. I still hate him. I hated that character so much. Now I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I want to put him like all the way down here yet. I think this is a good middle ground where it's just kind of like, meh. I think I could take him on now. I think it's fine. Let me say, I'm gonna take a drink. I have Snapple apple juice drink. Not apple juice, but juice, apple flavored juice drink. There's a difference, I guess. Does juice count as hydrate? Juice has water in it, right? Right? I could just drink juice and be fine, right? That's how this works. I'll drink some water too. My water is much colder than the juice, so that was kind of shocking. Iron Man. I'm gonna be honest, I hate playing against Iron Mans. Most flyers, honestly. Most. Emphasis on the word most. I am not a fan of. His like main fire isn't that bad, but his fucking laser. And why can every Iron Man have 100% perfect fucking accuracy with that damn fucking laser? That thing has killed me more times than I think I can count. And, as a Squirrel main, it's hard to counter that because he is usually way up in the fucking air. I can hit him sometimes, but it's a lot harder to hit an Iron Man with the Squirrel than with probably any other character in this whole entire game. Chair, shut up. Stop being noisy. Yeah. Not a fan of playing against Iron Man, and also the team up stuff, but that's kind of beside the point. Always underestimate his ult range is always bigger than I remember it to be. That too. Sometimes I feel like I'm out of the range, and then it hits the ground and I fucking die, and I'm like, well, fuck. Alright, bye guys. I'll be back in like 10 business days. I guess I gotta get a handle on the splash damage of it. But yeah, Iron Man, not one I like to play against. Magic, I want to put her up here, but I've also played against some Magics that are not good. But I also feel like for the most part, Magics are very scary. Like, if someone's playing Magic, you know you're about to have a bad time. The chair had something to say. I really want to learn how to play Magic, like I said a while ago. Because I want to be scary like that. I'm just not super good with dive characters. But yeah. I think there were a couple ranked games that we've played recently where there were really good Magics in it. She is... you know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna move her down here because she is pretty easy to counter for the most part since she's pretty squishy. And a lot of the times I feel like even really good Magic players don't quite get the ult timing down, so they'll like ult and like run into a group of like a huge crowd of people and just kind of die instantly. I don't know, it's just they're really easy to kill most of the time, but like they're still scary. I still don't want to play against them, I guess. Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a DPS that I play every so often. Mostly if there is a Loki on the other team, because I mean, you know, obvious reasons. I'm gonna put him in mostly just annoying because he has like a whole other thing that you have to worry about hitting besides him himself. You gotta fucking kill those onks when you see them, and if you can't find it right away, you're pretty much just dead. Which sucks, because it's like, I know what's happening, I just can't find the stupid fucking thing. My throat's making weird noises. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if that came through on stream or not. But yeah, Moon Knight's just really annoying to play against for me. His ult is also really hard to avoid if you are in the range of it. Like, if you're in the range of it when he casts it, you're like pretty much just guaranteed dead. It's like too big to be able to get out of safely for the most part, unless you're like full health and fast. As Squirrel, you can jump above it and avoid the damage, but you still have to get the timing down. So yeah, Moon Knight is just annoying to play against for me. Namor! I'll be honest, I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly because every single fucking character in the game pronounces it differently. Some characters pronounce it Namor, some characters pronounce it Namor. I don't know which is correct. You would think that they would like give the pronunciation to all the voice actors and be like, this is how it's said, so we can, you know, have consistency and whatnot throughout the game. But, I've definitely played against some really good Namors. And now that I can play him myself, I like understand what it takes to become a really good Namor. But I don't think that I don't think when I see him on the enemy team that I'm like, oh god. It's just kind of like, yeah. I think I'm gonna put him at only scary if they're good. I can't really think of a like specific instance where I've run into a really good Namor, but like, if you know how to use him correctly, he can be very very useful. He's very good against pretty much any dive characters. So like, you know, if there's a Spider-Man on the other team, he's really good for that. But I also don't play Spider-Man or anything, so he doesn't really I am trying to work on Psylocke, but I think out of all the dive characters, Psylocke is This is gonna sound weird, and I don't know how to explain it, but Psylocke is like the least divey of the dive characters. Sort of like Spider-Man literally fucking swings and dives in, right? Magic literally like portals in, or she can fucking dash in. Psylocke, I guess Psylocke has her dash, but Psylocke is also still pretty effective even if she chooses to stay with her team. So yeah. And she also does a fuck ton of damage, so she can fuck up Namor's squirrels like nobody's business. Squirrels? Squirrels? Squids! Namor's squids! Namor doesn't have squirrels. What am I talking about? Namor's squids. I think I was thinking that Squirrel can also do the same, because Squirrel also does a fuck ton of damage. And it's really easy to just get rid of his squids. Although people don't. People will like just look at the squids and be like, huh. Get rid of the squids, friends. Get rid of the squids. Get rid of the Loki clones. Get rid of the Onks. Get rid of the Invisible Woman shields. Get them the fuck out of there. It makes your life so much easier. Psylocke. Psylocke can be very annoying. Yeah, I think I have to put her up here with Magic. She's just, I mean, she's made to go back in the backline and kill the squishies. Her ult, before I ever played Psylocke for the first time, I thought you had to like aim her ult or like do literally anything in her ult but press the button. But no, you just walk up on a group of people, press your ult button, and chances are you're gonna kill at least a couple of them if you do it right. So her ult is really annoying. It's her biggest skill shot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I would rather not play against the Psylocke. Purely for the ult. Well, maybe not purely. Just, you know. She's annoying, but I don't think she's like... I don't think she's mostly just annoying. I mean, skilled Psylocke players are not fun to play against. Scarlet Witch. I see people say, like, all the time that Scarlet Witch is, like, not... Like, she's really easy to counter and she's not, like, hard to play against. I don't know. There are some really good Scarlet Witch players out there that are really fucking annoying. I played against one last night in a ranked game that is just like, get the fuck off me, please. And like, she literally was the reason that we could not leave spawn. So I want to say only scary if good, but I also want to say mostly just annoying. I don't know. These three tiers, it's hard to decide for me. I'm gonna put only scary if they're good. Because it's just one of those characters, right? Like, you just have to learn how to play her correctly. And some people don't. And they just, like, it is just kind of like, oh, it must have been the way. Oops, not anymore. She could definitely go down here, but just the fact that there are some really fucking annoying ones out there, I will put Scarlet Witch in there. Good old friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I hate Spider-Man, guys. I hate Spider-Man. I will ban Spider-Man first, immediately, in every single ranked game I go into. I do not care what other people want to ban. I'm banning Spider-Man. I am doing everything in my power to get him the fuck out of there. I do not want to play against Spider-Man. The good news is that I can at least counter him with Namor. For the most part. But yes, every single game. And he is one of those characters, right, where you always end up with the worst fucking Spider-Man ever on your own team, and then the other team has fucking one above all level Spider-Man. It always happens. So get him out of my game. Leave. God forbid it's a Lord Spider-Man 2, they're the worst. We had a Lord Spider-Man on our team in a game where they were just, their KDA was not good. It was very not good. The rest of us were doing pretty alright. And so, like, we asked him if he'd switch a couple times. He said no. He ended the game with, like, I think he ended up with a positive KDA, but, like, it still wasn't good. And he's just like, I carried. And I'm like, shut up, dude. Stop. Played with the Lord Spidey earlier today, who went 3-17 and all? 3-17? Are Spider-Man players okay? Are they alright? Do they need help? Sounds about right. Then we had that other Spidey that was killing it and then switched and we were like, bro, go back. Oh yeah! He was like cycling through characters at the beginning, right? But he was a Lord Spider-Man, so we were like, dude, go Spider-Man. Like, clearly that's your character. So they did, and he was fucking killing it. But then the second round, I think he went like Bucky or something. And then a couple other characters, and we were like, dude, go back to Spider-Man. Like, you were fucking killing it. I don't know what he was doing. It was really weird. Venom, yeah. That's almost Spider-Man. My friends and I decided we were just going to give up and let the other team win, so we did sooner. I feel that. I feel that hardcore. It's just like, fine, you know what? I don't even care anymore. Let's just lose so we can stop playing this one. Squirrel Girl! I see a lot of people online and like social media saying that they all hate Squirrel Girl because she can just she could just stand still. She could just stand in one place and just get kill after kill after kill and a ton of damage. All that really tells me is that you don't know how to counter a character that is just standing still? Like, you're telling me that you're so annoyed with Squirrel Girl because you look at the kill cam and it's just Squirrel Girl standing still shooting at you, but like, so if she's standing still, she should be really easy to go kill, right? Just go kill her. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but I feel like it's pretty common sense. I don't know. Yeah, I will say, I've definitely played against some good squirrels who are really annoying. But again, I've also played against some where it's like, what the fuck? They have a squirrel? They have a Squirrel Girl, huh? What do you mean? Have they always had a Squirrel Girl? I'm gonna put her at only scary if they're good. I do love playing Squirrel. But Squirrel is also very easy to counter as Squirrel. And she's also very easy to counter as any dive character. And also Namor. Kinda Namor. But, yeah. That's where Squirrel goes. Star-Lord? Star-Lord is one of those ones where it's just like, I know that you're gonna be an asshole, and I know that you're gonna be everywhere I look all the time, forever. And his ult is, his ult is infuriating. It's nearly impossible to hide from, and I'm pretty sure it's only counterable if you have a defensive support ult. Which you don't always. Sometimes you do just have to hide from his ult. And somehow, this fucker always manages to find me even when I'm hiding in buildings or behind something. Yeah, I'm not a fan of playing against Star-Lords. Not my favorite for sure. Also, his ult line is just really annoying. His enemy ult line, I'm tired of hearing it. It's like probably the one that I like the least in the entire game. Storm. I think that's another one that's gonna have to go at no please, because Storm she's a flyer. She is, with her damage boost and her thing she does where, I don't know what it's called, but where you can like walk in her AoE and like lightning will just zap you. Like, she doesn't even have to do anything to damage you, is the thing. you could just walk near her and start getting damaged. That's really annoying to deal with. And her ult. Her ult, you can literally only counter it with a defensive support ult. There is no other way to counter that ult. If you are in that ult and you do not have like a Luna ult or a Mantis ult or a Cloak and Dagger ult out, you are just fucking done for. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Storm is definitely like, I could see myself banning Storm in ranked games, and I think we did a few times in the couple tournaments I played in. I think we did end up banning Storm, so I would rather not. Punisher. Punisher is very similar to Bucky, but his ult is much, much, much easier to avoid than Bucky's. Like, literally, you just have to be out of his line of sight and you're fine. Like, you just have to hide behind something and you're fine. As long as that thing doesn't break. Storm ults, I just assume I'm dead. Yeah, exactly. I hear Storm, like, ult line, I'm just like, well, reset, I guess. I think I'm gonna put Punisher in mostly just annoying for the pure fact that his ult is not as annoying as Bucky's. Not as hard to avoid. With the rocket team up, he can get a little scarier. But again, just taking him like at face value, like with his basic kit, he's you know, I could take it or leave it on the enemy team. This man, however, I will also, after Spider-Man, I will ban Bucky. If we haven't banned, like, Groot or something like that. Oh god, oh god, oh god, the nightmares! That's literally it, too! That's it! Like, I don't think the rest of him is that bad. The rest of his kit is it's, like, pretty standard. Like I said, it's very similar to Punisher's. You guys are gonna get me into oblivion. That ult, man, the fact that it doesn't reset until you, like, it could technically just go on forever and ever and ever. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's awful. I hate it. I don't want to play against Bucky ever. The good news is that most of the time when you vote to ban a Bucky in ranked, everybody else will be like, oh yeah, fucking get that guy out of here. Like, everyone will follow suit. So, that's the good news about Bucky, but literally everything else, no, please. Wolverine. I'm gonna put Wolverine in only scary if they're good, because Wolverine's job is mainly to get rid of tanks. And I don't play tank a whole lot, so I'm not super threatened by him, but like he can also do a lot of damage otherwise if he wants. Yeah, getting kidnapped by Wolverine is not fun because he probably will kill you, but also I feel like out of all the characters that are only scary if they're good, I feel like Wolverine is the one where most of the time they're bad. Like, most of the time you see a Wolverine, it's just like, Very, very rarely do you come across a really good Wolverine. When you do, it sucks. But most of the time, you don't have to worry about it. I feel like most of the time they switch halfway through because it's not working out. Adam. I am conflicted about Adam because while he does not do a whole lot of healing, you could literally, if you wanted to, you could just play DPS Adam with like healing on the side and still have a viable team comp as long as you have 2 other healers. I've ran into some pretty annoying like DPS type Adams. His like charge up shot and then like headshot combo is like pretty much always lethal if you're squishy. his ult, if it's done correctly, can totally turn a game around. I'm gonna put him in no, please, I think. As support mate, I'm very interested in Maki's support takes. I was conflicted because while I was thinking about this tier list, right, I'm like I feel like all the supports are just gonna go down here, right? Because like their job is to support, right? Like I'm not really scared to play against them, but after thinking about it some more, I think some of them will definitely go in different places. Some of them will go down here, but yeah, Adam. When I see an Adam, I immediately am usually like, oh no, DPS Adam, here we go. Like another DPS I have to watch out for. Cloak and Dagger. Okay, here's the thing, right? This is like literally exactly what I was just talking about, right? I'm not scared to play against Cloak and Dagger at all, like in the slightest. That doesn't mean that, like, hey Gameblade, how's it going? What's up? That doesn't mean that, I mean, Cloak and Dagger is my main support I play, right? I love playing Cloak and Dagger. I don't think they're bad at all. It's just that, like, they're healers. Their ults can be annoying on the enemy team when you pull off a really big ult and they just pretty much nullify it when they ult. Or if Cloak immunes his team. If he can get that timing down. I'm really working on getting the Cloak timing down with his immune. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, Dagger does not do a lot of damage at all. She really only does chip damage, I'm noticing. Cloak can do a good amount of damage, but if you're off chasing somebody as Cloak, then you're not healing your team, right? Doing alright, that's good to hear. Awesome, glad to hear it. I will walk right into a C&D ult, zero fear, yeah. For the most part, like, you can walk into an enemy Cloak and Dagger ult and it's probably fine. You probably don't want to, like, just, like, stand in it for the entire time that it's out, but yeah, you can walk in there in most cases and be fine. Destiny 2 is making me want to take another half-year break from it. Oh no, I'm sorry. I've never actually played Destiny 2. I'm gonna take another apple drink. I hate it. It's my favorite game. I feel that. I feel that, Gameblade. I feel that hardcore. But yeah, I want to put Cloak and Dagger down here just because I don't think I ever really get scared to see them. They get banned a lot in Diamond Rank games. I don't know why. I didn't expect that. But they get banned a lot in, like, higher level play. I'm not sure if people just don't want to deal with the ult or what. But I was really surprised at how often they get banned at that level. Jeff! I will admit, when I first started playing Rivals, when I first, like, heard about Rivals, I saw this fucking thing and was like, oh my god, it's the cutest, that's gonna be my main. No. Certainly not anymore. I did play him, I do have a few hours on him. Just from when Rivals first came out and I thought he was cute. But, yeah. I'm gonna put him in mostly just annoying. Because a lot of times, especially at higher levels, he will be used as a DPS. And that gets really annoying. I almost rage quit today over Jeff. I've never rage quit over this game before. Yeah. It's the DPS aspect of him and also his ult. Which, for the most part, if your hero has any kind of movement abilities, you can get out of pretty quickly. Like, Psylocke can dash out of it pretty quickly, so can Magic. Squirrel, so the thing about Squirrel is, like, she can jump out of it, but she has to be at, like, the top of her jump. Otherwise, she is still fucking in it for some reason. I don't know if it's, like... It's just a circle on the ground. But it has to be like domed at least a little bit, because you can still be above it and still like get eaten by him. It sucks. Didn't the creator Jeff the Shark just said to get good on Twitter or something? I think, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. And yeah, I think you're right. I think something like that was said by the guy. Yeah, I'm not really sure why his ult is the way it is. But it does get annoying getting thrown off the edge sometimes. Loki. I am gonna put Loki here purely because Loki can become anyone, right? Loki's ult is literally that he just becomes anyone currently on the field and can ult as them, which basically gives you well, what you're supposed to do with Loki is a second or third defensive support ult. So if you're running 3 DPS, you now have 3 defensive support ults. If you're running 2 DPS, you now have 2 instead of just the 1. And I always hate it when I ult with a DPS ult, and then I hear, your powers are mine, and then fucking here's Luna or Invisible Woman or some shit, and he's just totally fucked up my ult. I would rather not play against the Loki. They decreased the vertical range for his ult, but it's still so high. Yeah, it's stupid how high it, like, you have to be like at the top of Squirrel Girl's jump to not be in it. I hate it. But yeah, Loki, he also sometimes played as DPS, I think. But his healing is good. And the clones. No one ever gets rid of the clones. I don't think that a lot of people really realize how detrimental they are. 'Cause, like, just imagine the damage or healing that he's doing to his target times 2, right? Because that's what's happening. When he has both clones out, he's healing them times 2 or damaging them times 2. And I think people just, like, don't really pay attention to that. So whenever I see a Loki clone, I will try to kill it. Also, the fun thing that happens when you're shooting what was originally a Loki clone, and then he teleports to it, and then you end up killing the actual Loki, that's fun. Also, why don't his clones disappear when he fucking dies? It doesn't make any sense. I was stop yelling now, sorry. DPS support for sure, yeah. This game has more DPS focused supports than I feel like I've ever seen in any game like this before. It's actually kind of interesting. Clones, Onks, Spider Nest, Squids, no one gets rid of the stuff! Get rid of the stuff, people! Loki's the best supporter in the game, prove me wrong. I mean, like, if you want to go by the logic that he has every support ult and every DPS ult and every tank ult in the game, then technically you're right. You are correct. Man, let me finish off this apple juice so I can start drinking water. So Loki can hit the healing immediately on respawn and his clones on the point can still heal even if he isn't there. Yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely how you're supposed to use him. Absolutely. It's just like, I mean, Invisible Woman's ult disappears when she dies. Cloak and Dagger's ult disappears when they die. Why doesn't Loki stuff disappear when he dies? Yeah, no, you're definitely right. That's how he's supposed to be used, and that's how that ability should be used in that situation. But it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Luna! She is another one that I'm not really scared to play against her. It's just that I know if there's a Luna on the team, they should be getting a fuck ton of healing. Her freeze can definitely get annoying, and if she can hit it correctly, it can be very detrimental. I don't know if I'd really call her annoying, though. Or, like, that I'm, like, scared to play against her. I think I think I just have to put her at, they're only really scary if they're good. If they can hit their freezes, and use their piercing heal / damage ability effectively, then they can definitely be very, very threatening, I guess. And also, of course, her ult is stupid in a good way. It's stupidly good because of how long it lasts and how much healing it does, and it also damage boosts. Well, not at the same time, but it can damage boost. Yeah, definitely. I would say not even just the best support ult in the game. I would just say the best ult in the game, like, period. She has, for sure. Like, you can nullify almost anything with that damn ult. Which is great when you have a Luna on your team, for sure. When you know a good Luna, aka give me $1. I know a few good Lunas who do great, and it's great to have a good Luna on your team, for sure. But I can't say that I'm, like, scared to play against her. Mantis! Whoops, hello. I didn't mean to set her there. Mantis? Mantis is somewhat of a DPS support because, I mean, she needs to do damage and headshots and stuff for her healing and her damage boost. I don't think I need to put her here. I think Mantis's ult is a little bit weaker than Luna's, right? It does give the added speed boost, but I think the healing output is not as much as Luna's. I might be wrong on that. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm going to put her here. And it's only because... So like I said, she needs to do damage to... Oops. Oh no, I switched them. She needs to do damage to heal. So she will be like, if you're playing Mantis correctly, you will be focusing on doing damage. So like, if you see a Mantis on the other team, you're just like, oh fuck. DPS, you know, another DPS support. But I also don't feel that, like, I don't feel that she's at, like, this level. She has to do damage, but, like, these guys will be doing damage. Like, even if they don't need to, they will fuck you up. Whereas Mantis is just kind of like, she'll get a couple hits and then she'll have her heals back. And she'll be good. Yeah, a good Mantis is another good asset to have. Definitely not as much healing as Luna, yeah. I'm actually curious as what the numbers are now. Hang on. Let me look up her kit real quick. Abilities. Hello? Which one? Where is her? Oh. Healing 200 on cast, 150 per second, reduced to 105 per second when overhealing. Okay. Gotta love it even after 2 nerfs. Red X is still the most busted weapon in this game? Huh. I've never played Destiny 2, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but that sucks. Okay, so Mantis has 200 on cast, 150 per second after that. Luna has 200 on cast and 200. Okay. So she has 200 on cast and 250 per second with no fall, like no overheals, so no fall off. But yeah, Luna's ult is also 12 seconds long. My god. Mantis's is only 8 seconds, which you would think that 4 seconds difference is not a lot, but it is. It really, really is. Mantis's ult takes less charge though, so she can ult more often. But yeah, I genuinely did not know there was that much of a difference between the amount of healing that their ult does. I knew there was a difference, but not that much. Damn. Well, there you have it. Rocket. Rocket is a good healer. He has really good reach, and he doesn't do burst healing, which is like the kind of the preferred like method of healing for most people. He does HOTS healing, which is good if you also have a burst healer on the team. And his stuff bounces, which is good. I can't really say that I'm scared to play against a Rocket. I think the only time that I would be like, ah, fuck, is A, because of his revive. Because, you know, you spent all this time killing an enemy, right? And then you're like, oh fuck, they have a Rocket, he's gotta get revived, and then you have to kill him all over again. Also, his team up with Punisher and Bucky make Punisher and Bucky a lot scarier. But it unfortunately doesn't do anything for Rocket himself. His ultimate is easier to avoid. Not that the ultimate really, like, the ultimate doesn't do damage itself, obviously, like, it gives a damage boost, but, you know, if you step out of the way, or if you just kind of take your team back and regroup, or if you have a defensive ult up, it's easier to, mitigate the damage. His gun, like, the damage part of his gun is kind of fucking insane. Like, his gun does a stupid amount of damage, honestly. So you could definitely play Rocket as like a DPS healer if you wanted. But also you don't really get a chance to shoot his actual gun a lot of the time, because you gotta keep those heals up. So yeah, Rocket's a really good healer, but it's just kind of the same situation where I don't think that I'm scared to play against a Rocket. He does have a good utility in his revive beacon, and it does get annoying, like I said, when you kill an enemy and you're just like, fuck, he's gonna get revived. But yeah, aside from that, I don't think I'm too scared to play against a Rocket. Stop healing for 1 second and everyone is 1 HP. I do like surprising takes when I can melt them if they try to 1v1 me. Exactly. His gun's stupid. Like, who gave that raccoon? Squirrel Girl has a line when she kills Rocket, where she goes, I don't think raccoons should carry guns, honestly. It makes me giggle every time. Sadly, it's not often because people won't stop getting hurt. The life of a support player. He is 0% scary. He looks kind of scary. He looks a little bit scary, but yeah. Bungie nerfed its range, but it can still map people from across the map. Mr. Fantastic! Buddy, so many people tried to play him as an off tank. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Like, his ult's not that scary, especially if you're full health and your healers are doing a good job. The one thing that pisses me off about him is when he turns into a fucking rectangle and then shoots all your damage back out at you. That pisses me off a little, but he's just not... It's not good. My Twitch just went to the homepage for some reason. I wasn't even touching the laptop. Fucking Twitch, man. He's adorable and a badass quote mantis, but 0% scary. Even I can admit that. Fair enough. Yeah. Fantastic. Not the mattress. Mr. Mattress. Yeah, that's the one part of playing against him that I don't like, but I can deal with the rest of it. He really does not do a lot of damage. He doesn't have a whole lot of range because his weapon is literally just his stretchy wiggly arms. Yeah, I don't really get scared by seeing Mr. Fantastic, honestly. I might learn Hella next. Hella's a good one to have in the arsenal for sure. She's played a lot in the meta nowadays in like pro leagues and stuff. I don't think I would be very good at Hella because I'm not super great at aiming. I will fully admit that. Hella requires some good aim. Might as well she hits like a truck, she's busted. Yeah, absolutely. I get scared more by the sound effects he makes. Why does he sound like that? Yo, listen. The first day that he and Sue came out, I opened up the game and I went into the practice range, right? Just to like, you know, see how they worked and mess around with their abilities and stuff. I ulted with Mr. Fantastic to see what it did. His stupid fucking ultimate sound. His fucking aha! Aha! It's so dumb. It's not threatening at all. Problem solved. It's so unserious. You hear that and you're just like, oh, there he goes. Look at him. He sure is bouncing. He's having a good time. It's still amazing to me that they added Luffy to the game. Fucking Luffy. I want to learn Psylocke too. I was hitting Thaddeus a bit earlier. Psylocke's really, really fun to play. I enjoy playing Psylocke a lot. He just feels so fantastic. Oh god. Now I'm thinking of that one video. I don't know, Boost might be the only one who might know what I'm talking about with that. The I Feel Fantastic video. Luffy from Wish.com. Alright, Invisible Woman. Invis gets a little more scarier because she can damage at the same time she's healing and her shots pierce. This next turn he says there's no cap, people just straight up target bans a player's roster. I mean, it's not a bad idea, honestly. Oops. I might not actually. Oh no, it's definitely one of those videos that like people who have been on the internet since the Dark Ages like know. But it's also like it's also kind of considered like a horror video, so maybe not. I could potentially get my 2 maids banned. It's true. Can we get Luffy? No, we have Luffy at home. It's fantastic. Yeah, the robot lady, that one. Def getting a Squirrel Girl ban. I was always proud in the first tournament I played in when Squirrel got banned. I was just like, hell yeah. I am a good Squirrel player. I'll play somebody else. They only started getting a Squirrel Girl at the end. So she could damage and heal at the same time. Her shots pierce. Her ultimate is really strong. I'm gonna put her at only scary if they're good. Just because, I mean, you know, the same with most of the other healers. They're healers. There's not a lot of healers I'm really scared to play against. But since she does tend to do a little bit more damage, she can get annoying for sure. double shield go. Johnny, good old Human Torch. He sucked when he was first released. If he hadn't been buffed, I would probably just immediately put him here with Fantastic. Oh no, throw still doesn't work. What the fuck? I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, before the buff, I probably would have just immediately put him here, no question. Oh Jesus. Oh god, Law and Orders, they're here. I'm gonna put him here now though, because since he got buffed, he is a just ever so slightly more threatening. And the part I hate most about his kit is him throwing fire on the ground for two reasons. One, I mean, it's annoying. It basically can block off entire areas, and you know, you step in it, you get hurt, and then die. Two, I don't know if it's just me, but if there's a Johnny on my team and also a Johnny on the enemy team, I cannot tell the fucking difference between the fires. I cannot tell whose is whose. It's so difficult. So then I just end up avoiding both, which shuts off, like, whole entire parts of the maps for me, because I think I can't go there. It's the worst. I hate it. They need to change the color of one of them more, please. Throw things at my streamer, damn it. No, please. There doesn't even have to be a Johnny on the other team for me to avoid the fire. Yeah, no, exactly, right? Because I'll forget, and it'll be the Johnny on our team only. And I'll see fire, and I'll just be like, I can't go over there now. Like, fuck it. There's fire over there. I can't go over there. Yeah, so that's why that's mostly the reason why I find him annoying. Thing! Mr. Thing. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I do not fear playing against the Thing. Squirrel hard counters Thing because he's so fucking big. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can kill a Thing in about 4 squirrel shots. Give or take. It's super not hard to kill a Thing, and I mean, I'm sure it's also not difficult with other characters too. Yeah, he's hard countered by my main hero. The only thing about him, so even like his ultimate, right? His ultimate needs another ultimate. You can't expect to ult with the Thing alone and like knock out a whole team, or really even do a whole lot of damage. You can stagger, you can stun. That's about it. That's about all you're gonna get with the Thing ult alone. He needs another big DPS ult to really do damage, which is unfortunate, because, I mean, you gotta coordinate, right? And if you're playing with randoms, it's hard to do. Squirrel does the big bonk, exactly. Also, while he can't be, CC'd in a lot, I don't think he can't be totally CC'd, but like, when he does his run and stuff, he can't be CC'd. I think he can still be rooted. I think. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But I feel like anytime I throw Squirrel Girl's root at him, he gets rooted. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just not really scared of the Thing. And also he's a melee tank, so he has to get up on your face if he wants to hurt you, which very easy to avoid. He definitely can't be frozen. That's fair. I believe he's totally CC immune while charging, but I might be wrong. Okay, charge, yeah, he probably is definitely CC immune. Can't stand the Thing running at me. He can get a little scary if he bonks into you, because if he bonks into you, you can't use movement abilities, but only for a couple seconds, I think. It's a good list. Nice to see a lot of people have many same thoughts and fears. Yeah. I was hoping that people would relate. It's scary as a healer. I mean, true. As a healer, I can see how that would be much scarier in general. And a healer that uses like a freeze or like a stun as a main part of their kit. Oh, look at you flying a dive DPS. Absolutely. We hate flyers in this house. Both the kind in Marvel Rivals and the kind that people knock on your door and then leave and make you throw away. Those kind of flyers too. Alright. Let me take a sip of water here. Dive defense is the scariest thing in the game by far. Yeah, I agree. I guess I only have one up there, but the rest of them are mostly here and here. Hey, Izu, what's up? Oh, hello, how's it going? Ohio potato chips. As a support, I hate flyers more than I hate dive PS. Like, I can't reach you until you stop moving. Yeah, I feel that. Even with cloak and dagger, flyers are it's a time, man. Especially if it's a flyer like Spider-Man who doesn't only... well, okay. You know what? Actually, I'm curious. Would you guys consider Spider-Man a flyer? I know he doesn't actually fly. Like, I know he can't literally fly. But, I mean, right? Like, he's gotta be in the same category, at least. He's a swinger? I didn't know Spider-Man was a swinger. Bad joke. Anyway. Yes, I think I would too. If flyers aren't coming back to you for healing, that's their own fault. That too. If you have a flyer or a dive on your team that is just going in and constantly dying and spamming that I need healing, honestly, at that point, when I'm playing sport, I'm just like, no, sorry. Like, I guess you're not getting healed. Like, I literally cannot do anything about that. I'm not going to put my own life and the life of the rest of my team at risk just to heal specifically you. I don't play rivals, so yes, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I know Spider-Man does not technically actually fly, but I would consider him in the same category as the flyers because he is just always swanging around all over the fucking place. He's very akin to a flyer. I'll try it once I get a PC upgrade in the next 20 decades. Get a console. Much cheaper. Much cheaper option. It's a free game, so. You can twerk as Venom, best game. Yep, that's what makes it the best. Yeah. So that was my, am I scared to play against your main tier list? I actually kind of can't believe I only have 3 at the top. I thought there would be more. I guess No Please is the most full, along with Mostly Just Annoying. Where is, oh, for a second I thought I put all of the Fantastic Four in this tier, and I was just like, oh no, that's unfortunate. Time to 1v1 Maki as a thing and show her how terrifying that paunch can be. I mean, I'm sure if you are the thing who doesn't have any fucking movement abilities against another thing, yeah, it's probably scary. But if you have any kind of movement ability, you could very easily get out of the way of his charge. Spider-Man probably fits my playstyle the most. Oh no. We got a Spider-Man player in chat. Banned. I won't ban anybody just for playing Spider-Man. I might judge you a little bit. Just a little bit. Spider-Man not easy. Target ban. Spider-Man. It's really weird how Spider-Man just kind of like showed up all of a sudden. Like, people definitely played him before, but in the last couple weeks of this season, he's just everywhere, which is why I have to fucking ban him in all my ranked games, right? Cause like, he will show up. If you don't ban him in a ranked game, he will be there, and I will have to play against him. Every single game. It's a damn punk skin. I do think that had something to do with it. I think they came out with a really, really cool Spider-Man skin, and everybody was just like, well, I have to have this now. I have to play this character. Other people don't like Spider-Man players? You heard correctly. You heard correctly. He just exists. He is ethereal. He is everywhere. J. Jonah Jameson was onto something. I feel him. I get it now. You know, you play the Spider-Man video games, like the newer ones on PlayStation, and you listen to... Is J. Jonah Jameson in those? I think he is, right? He's like on the radio and stuff that pops in every now and then. You play those games and you hear that man and you're just like, oh, shut up. Like, Spider-Man's a good guy. He's like saving the city. And then you play Marvel Rivals and you're like, I align with J. Jonah Jameson. He has a podcast? Yeah, I remember now. He like, you can like listen to it. It pops in every now and then when you're swanging around the city. I saw this Rivals animation ages ago. I wanted to share it on the Discord. It was so funny. There's so many good ones out there. So Rivals content is like, it's the best. Have you seen that mod that replaced Galactica's voice with J. Jonah Jameson's? No. That sounds hilarious though. I should have put Galacta on this tier list. You know where she would go? Right fucking here. I'm sorry, listen, I think I've said this plenty of times before. I love Galacta, like, as a character. She's super cute. I love, like, her voice. I love the way her voice sounds. I love her color scheme. I love her design. I just don't love how fucking annoying she is. I love all the little sprays that you can get of her in game. I love the little, like, the little event they have going right now with where she travels around the like game board. It's all super cute. She's adorable. I just need her to stop telling me I better move that damn vehicle. Literally, there are times when I like physically say out loud, "Shut the fuck up, Galacta." You are the reason I get tilted at this damn game. Put it in the Discord. Nice. I will take a look. They've almost got it! Fucking... Why? Why didn't they give us... Oh, shit, sorry. I was trying to get my phone. Why didn't they give us other options for announcers? Also, this song is kind of jamming. Not gonna lie. I'm trying to think of, like, who they could put in there. Who that would make sense. Cause like Galacta was Galacta even a thing before this game? Wasn't she kind of like made for this game? They made it halfway. Stop them. Where is the Iron Man that can run hands melee range? What? What are you talking about? I was at the store that had a last chance sale and I got mild PTSD for Galactica. She existed already? Oh, damn. For some reason, I thought she was, like, made up for this game, like, specifically for that purpose. To be annoying, I guess. Yeah. Well, there you have it, I suppose. There you go. There's our scary tier list. Yeah, I didn't really have much else planned past this, so give me one sec here. This. Oh no! We're covering the chat. Oops. God, there's so many fucking windows involved with streaming. There's so many programs. So many things on my computer right now. In Infinity War, Tony had a suit that had hidden knives and could transform into weapons because of nanotech. Imagine a combo focus. Oh god, that sounds terrifying. Please do not put that in the game. Please no. Let's raid out. Let's let me get that going here. Oh, nope, not that. Not that. Not that. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. I can't do anything right. Galacta debuted in 2009. Interesting. Does she have, like, comics about her? Like everybody else? Because, like, honestly, I might read them. I would read a Galacta comic. What was I doing? Stream Manager. Thanks for stream. This was fun. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that you had fun. I think she had a single issue. Aww. Give her more. I'm so conflicted. I really do think she's cute, and she probably has some really cool lore. I just. Let's see here. I had a raid target in mind. Here we go. I forgot today's April Fool's Day. I forgot today's April Fool's Day, so I'm about to raid you guys into something very interesting, I think. I love Maki's stream. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Let's see. Oh yes, there's our raid messages. I will give you raid target here momentarily. If you are a subscriber, feel free to use the Maki raid emote one. If you are a follower, feel free to use the purple heart one. This is our raid target for today. We're gonna raid into Megan Lovania. Like I said, it's April Fool's Day today. So just keep that in mind when we get there. But do show her some love. She's playing Sonic Adventure. Actually, she's playing Sonic Adventure DX. That's super cool. I don't know if I've ever actually seen anybody streaming that. Super neat. But yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Yeah, I'll send you over to Megan here in just a minute. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your evening. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, we're gonna play Repo for the first time. Yay, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to play this game forever. Yeah, okay. Yeah. See you guys later. Bye.